Okay, so here is my as dumbed down as I can explanation of the Holy 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 Mainstage patch, which is going to be especially involved. So, bunch of things to note about. First of all, you have your normal chords down here. Get that? So if you see, it's this little stack right there. So it starts on the F. You've got your one chord. Let's see. You got your one chord, your two minor chord. That's important. Then your three minor chord, four chord. Here's your two major chord right here. Because two major would be the G major, which is G, B, D. So I would just put it there. Then your 5 chord, 6 chord, and then your 5/7. Also, you have your 1 sus. So 1 sus. So just again, that's 1 sus, 2 minor, 3, 4, 2 major, 5, 6, and 5/7. Okay, next section is the lead that I use for the instrumental and the choruses. So the way it works is it follows the 4, 5, and 6 pattern. So here's the melody. It goes D, F, B flat, F, C, F, D, F, E, G, C, G, D, G, E, G, F, A, D, A, E, A, F, A, E, G, C, G, D, G, E, G, and then you repeat it. So I'll play it once through without saying the notes. Sorry, I told you that last bit wrong. So after the E, so we have the 4 chord, the 5 chord, the 6 chord, and then when you go back to the 5, here it goes E, G, C, G, octave G, G, E, G. So that last bit again is. So the whole sequence again, starting from the 4 chord, the B flat. And so on and so forth. Cool, so that's probably the hardest thing besides like actually making everything happen. So then up here, starting on the F3, which is right under your first and second sliders. So you have a set of really nice gentle arpeggio chords. So what you're going to use those for is in the verses. So the way you'd play the verses down here, so you start on the 1, and then the 6, 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 5, 5, 2 major, 5, and so on and so forth. So what you're doing is following that exact same finger pattern up 3 octaves. And what that'll do is just give you some movement up there in the top. Cool. So that's all of the keyboard part. Okay, so sliders, mod wheel. So the mod, starting with the mod wheel. So mod wheel controls our pad, the intensity of the pad, just like normal. It also controls the intensity of your lead, as well as the volume, so that when you rev it up, it'll still come through the texture, but I'll actually lower it so it won't be too loud. Cool. The next two things is you have on the second fader, I've mapped the piano. I don't know if you can hear that. So what you can do is, if you want to start it with just the pad pretty down, pad in that synth, and bring up the piano for the chords and the verse, 2, 3, 4. To give a kind of nice old school congregational sort of feeling to it. So that's what I use that for. And I'll actually use it for everything, all of the verses and the turnarounds. And the piano follows the exact same layout of the synth that we had down here. Okay, now the other thing, this guy on fader 1, it brings in a bassy like organ kind of sound, and also this arpeggio. So here, this is just the bassy organ, and it's got a pulse going on, just to give some rhythm. And then the other one is this arpeggio, which I'm extremely proud of. So that's that. So what happens is you start. So we're gonna go to. So this is live. I'll start. So I'll start at the top. Intro starts pretty down with my arpeggiator. Add in the piano. Of course, play the verses, and so on and so forth. Second verse, I'll bring the mod wheel up about a quarter. For our arrangement, we're going to have the bass come in there, so that'll add a little bit, so I don't want to add too much with the keyboard. Then for the third verse, the kit's going to be in fully, so I'll bring the mod wheel just about to halfway up. So I'm still supporting. And then for the... Okay, so here's where it gets fun. Going to the instrumental, so we're doing a completely down instrumental, which means that we're going to have to go to the 5, or 2, and 5, and to the 4. Actually, that's not what happens. Oh, sorry, I just made this. So, 2, 5, and 4. I'll bring out the piano, so it's just pad and our hook, nice and light. And then when the chorus comes in, I'll bring up the mod wheel. When we build the chorus, the first building chorus, I'll probably bring it up to about 75% and bring this guy up just about 25%, about a quarter of the way. So we start getting some of that texture. And then going up through the second building chorus at the beginning, I'll just wedge that up all the way, and then slowly inch this guy up. And then into the opened up chorus. So I'll have this all the way up and that all the way up in the opened up chorus. And then what happens is after that last one, I'll hit that B flat, bring everything down. And as soon as I can make the change, I'll add back in the arpeggio way up here and let it come down nice and light. No piano in this bit, so this just padding that light arpeggiator. And then we're gonna end on a C here and C, and then we'll go into What a Beautiful Name. Cool. So hope you can make all that out. That's Holy, Holy, Holy in the key of F. I'll have that uploaded. So yeah, good luck.